The name of the game with multifamily marketing is really visibility.
Absolutely.
You want to make sure you are in front of as many qualified prospects as possible. So you want to create that foundation with traditional, and then you want to get in front of people online.
You're listening to Reply Talk, a podcast designed to provide actionable marketing strategies and valuable insights around apartment marketing, hosted by Corbin Wright.
All right. If that's so I can kind of see that. All right. So we are talking about lead generation strategies in multifamily marketing. All right.
You sure are.
This is fun.
Get comfy. Settle in.
All right. So let's just cover the top 5.
Okay.
Top 5 lead generation strategies. Actually, let's introduce ourselves first.
Oh, all right.
All right. Your name, your position. What do you do here?
Okay, well, my name is Kailyn Lander. I'm the digital marketing manager here at Reply. So that means I oversee all of our digital advertising strategy for our clients.
Cool.
And for us internally.
Perfect. Awesome. So y'all have met Kailyn. Kailyn's a rock star. She does awesome. She drives the strategy internally and externally with all of her customers. And my name's Corbin, so I am the founder, CEO of Reply, and my background is multifamily. So we're going to talk apartment marketing, multifamily marketing, and top 5 lead generating strategies. So let's go over the first one.
Okay. So I like to think of it as kind of a process, and there's kind of like the first thing you need to do before diving into any kind of marketing, especially online, when you think about marketing your multifamily property. So before you buy a single ad, you really need to figure out who you're marketing to. So who lives in your community? Who do you want to live in your community? So like
your ideal renter.
Exactly, like your ideal renter. So if you've got a community that is primarily families, what are they looking for? Are they looking for a good school district? Are there large employers in the area? Are they looking for houses? So they're kind of in a temporary situation with the apartment. If you've got singles, are they budget conscious? Maybe like a college student or a grad student or something like that. Or are they established professionals that are looking for, top of the line amenities where, they can host gatherings and all of that. So
we kind of break them down into their own little profile.
Right, exactly.
Their own little persona.
So you can really tailor your digital advertising to speak to your ideal renter.
For sure. Okay. So so first things first, we put them into a persona, the ideal renter.
Right.
So how does that persona kind of play into how we decide to market?
So when we create digital strategy at Reply, we always think about that persona first. So this comes into play especially when you're using, more visual advertising. So if you're using Facebook or Instagram, or you're making some YouTube ads, or even display in some cases, you want to make sure that the visuals as well as the copy appeals to whatever that segment is looking for. So you don't get kind of lost in all of the noise of every ad that's on the platform you're advertising on. You really want to speak directly to them. So if you're marketing to singles on Facebook that are established professionals that might be looking for those amenities, you really want to focus on that, rooftop pool or deck that you have and show off some great images of that.
Stuff that really speaks to them.
Exactly.
Cool.
Right.
Cool. So and also another thing that I really like about our segmentation is that we kind of follow the channels that the social channels, the advertising channels that fits that persona. So like, for example, an after 55 community, what are some of the channels that we kind of go towards when advertising for an after 55 community?
So we primarily stick with, as far as paid advertising goes, Facebook marketing, and then search engine marketing, particularly search ads. And we're testing some display right now to see if that resonates with that particular audience. So we go for Facebook because I think that there's a level of trust there and,
sure.
and usage. So you're not going to see as much of the, 55 and over crowd on, like Instagram or Snapchat or something like that. So you want
my grandmother does Snapchat. She Snapchats well.
That is so
She's
interesting. That is so interesting.
But there's always going to be those outliers.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, age is old is the state of mind, right?
Exactly.
But the data tells us that most of the after 55 crowd hangs out on Facebook.
For sure.
And then you've got everybody within a search engine, right?
Absolutely.
So the search engine is really where people start searching for what they're searching for the
sure.
most part. So
okay, so step one, not going into the 5 strategies yet,
right.
but step one is making sure that you know who your ideal renter is, who your target audience
exactly.
is. Kind of like marketing 101, who's that target audience, and then what channel we're going to reach out to. So now that we've got that established, let's dive into the top. Let's go to number 5. What would we say the number 5 strategy is for lead generation in multifamily?
I don't know that I would necessarily put these in like a particular order.
Okay.
But if
I agree.
If we had to, I don't know, stuff that you should be doing kind of no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, even with like a bare bones budget, definitely signage, building graphics and banners.
Your traditional
media, because most of the time when you get people who look for a community, it's not because they've necessarily seen like kind of the sign on the community, but they've seen those. Everyone has seen them, the huge banners that hang off.
You've got your
the side
banner
of the
ads,
building.
you've got your bootlegs, you've got your half drop flag kits, all that stuff. So the traditional type of marketing,
right?
And then like on top of collateral and whatnot too.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So after you've used your traditional media advertising sources, I would say your next move is probably going to be digital advertising.
For sure.
So I think the name of the game with multifamily marketing is really visibility.
Absolutely.
You want to make sure you are in front of as many qualified prospects as possible. So you want to create that foundation with traditional, and then you want to get in front of people online.
Yeah.
So I think particularly with multifamily, usually communities want qualified leads yesterday.
Absolutely.
So I would start with
always a fire.
Yeah, right, exactly. I would start with that paid media advertising if you can, just because the effects are usually pretty immediate. So you can pay to get an ad out immediately, whereas, organic search or organic social kind of takes a little while, and by design, to build a presence.
For sure.
So I would start with that paid media strategy, and then, choose based on your persona that we talked about in the beginning. And then after you've developed that paid media strategy, supplement with organic. So you're
so
covering
let's
as much of
rewind
that.
a little bit and let's kind of explain what paid media is, paid media advertising. So for anybody that's just kind of that just hopped in, they started they're listening, not quite a marketer, but like what is considered paid media?
So paid media is anything you spend money on online. Paid digital advertising is anything you spend money on online.
So what about an ILS?
So I would consider an ILS paid media, but I think so there's like different buckets, right? So you've got search engine marketing, which you can use text ads. So like, when you type into Google and
Google AdWords.
Yeah,
Bing,
exactly. Google AdWords being usually the first result that pops up in a search engine is going to be a paid result. And then, you've got your display ads. So those are visual ads that you can run on Google Display Network to most effectively, I think they're used in retargeting. If you're like in e-commerce or something like that, it works, as a standalone strategy.
A lot of ways that you can use them, but in the multifamily
sense, retargeting is usually best. So after you move away from search engines, you've got paid social. So you've got Facebook ads, Instagram ads, so those are run on the same platform, and then Snapchat, YouTube.
For sure.
And all of that. And then I think the last bucket is an ILS. So your apartments.com, RentPath, all of those. So getting the visibility spread ideally across all of those channels so that your community shows up to the right prospects at the right time all the time is kind of like the next layer on that pyramid for advertising.
Okay, cool. So kind of to recap the whole digital lead generation strategy, we've got paid media, so search engine marketing, Bing, AdWords, and then we go to social, paid, so
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and then we've got ILS. So ILS is your ILS package, your digital package, so apartments.com, RentPath, Zillow. All right, so what's after that?
So, kind of building off of that, you can run a couple of, I would say, like more non-traditional campaigns.
Yeah.
Here at Reply, we really like the preferred employer campaigns and resident referral campaigns. So, and I think that every property management company is going to have different kind of rules and regulations based on like what state you're in and
Like
everything
with
like
resident
that.
referrals
Yeah,
and
resident
everything.
referrals.
Yeah, yeah.
We know some states can't offer
Offer a referral.
Exactly. So, you know, obviously your mileage may vary with those, but so running those campaigns allows you to get visible in a very specific way. So you're offering an incentive for your current residents, which
Yeah.
is great, building that kind of connection, and you want to, you know, keep those people at your community for a long time. And then preferred employer programs are a great way to get the word out to a huge group of people all at once.
They're like living at your
Exactly.
community. So
Right.
if you're able to identify that specific
Right.
company,
Exactly.
then you can identify. Okay, cool. I like that. So that is one of my favorite things about what we're able to do and bring to the table is that we kind of find unique ways to
Right.
launch these campaigns.
Yeah.
And a good way that I know that we do it is through landing pages, and
Yeah.
then we create kind of independent landing pages to be able to drive that traffic to.
Right. So with landing pages, there are benefits just, you know, beyond conversion. You're able to get really targeted.
Yeah.
The conversion tracking, I think, is a lot easier.
Absolutely. You're able to see an ROI.
Exactly.
You're able to attach a
real
number
ROI.
to the leads that it's generating.
Yep.
Cool.
And I would say the last piece on the pyramid there are community outreach programs. So again, the name of the game is visibility.
Yes.
Actually having representatives from your community, getting out into local events. So if it's like a taste of Swanee or something like
Yeah.
that, or
For you
Yeah.
guys, just for your information, we're located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
Offices in Swanee, so
or you know, local charity events,
Chamber of
races,
Commerce.
yeah, exactly. So
Cool.
getting your name out there
Yeah.
is really helps contribute to the overall visibility strategy.
for sure. One that I saw that was really cool that when I was in the marketing, multifamily marketing for Cortland was that they did a adopt-a-thon for the dogs. So they used their
So
their dog
cool.
park, and they brought the local the local
Humane Society.
Humane Society. That's it. They brought them there, and then it kind of like did two
Who
things.
doesn't love puppies?
Exactly. I love puppies. You know my idea about that.
Right.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
puppies. So, well, cool. So, kind of to recap it. So, you know, you go with your traditional marketing,
Right.
number one. Number two is your digital advertising.
Yep.
Number three.
Special programs, either preferred employer or resident referral.
Okay. Number four.
You've got community outreach programs. So hold on. Did we skip one?
I don't know.
Did we miss one? So
Okay, we're gonna recap this.
all right.
All right. Here
Visibility
we
is
go.
the name
Starting
of the
from top.
game. And to achieve that, to get into that visibility strategy, you've got your traditional media advertising. That's number one. You've got digital advertising, step number two. So you've got two more after that in preferred employer programs and resident referral campaigns. And the last piece of the puzzle is community outreach. So 5 different strategies you can use to get your community visible and drive quality leads.
Awesome. Well, there it is. That is the seems to be the top 5 keys to lead generation success. So, if you guys have any questions or if you're having any trouble generating leads, give us a call or shoot us an email or go to our website. Check us out and ask questions. One of the things about this podcast is that we will have episodes where we are answering questions. So if you have a question regarding multifamily marketing or traffic issues or tracking issues, any issue relating to sales and marketing, give us a call, send us an email, ask a question. we'd love to cover it on another podcast.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.